We're looking now at a small collection of 10 19th century juvenile books. They're distinguished by the fact that the majority of them have charming woodcut illustrations of the era within them. This one here has an interesting paste-on cover with an advertisement on the rear board. This little book here, the second one in the collection, is a little basket maker and other tales from the Civil War, 1864. And again, we see woodcuts as well as chapter woodcut headings here, as well as look at the illuminated initials at the beginning of each chapter, which is quite interesting. The riddle, the poor old man, and then the next one is it's got a great gilt pictorial spine with a child holding a wreath at the top and a column with another child watering plants at the base. And here we're looking at 1859. And this one is one of the few which actually is not illustrated, but has a very appealing embossed in blind covers decorated with figures. The next book also has a ornate gilt spine, and this is a picture stories just for boys, not girls but boys. And again we see wood engravings throughout. Ooh, where are the tickets today? Oh look, there's a bill posted on a public wall there for lottery. Oh, it's a story about the value of gold, faithful dogs. Here's the next book, stamped in blind, a little more worn. But this one is distinguished by some early hand coloring. It's 1847 Boston, and it has small woodcut ornaments, as well as there's a full page. That's actually an engraved image, I would say, with a cat. Looks like it was engraved on a metal plate as opposed to a wood block. Here are two children, oh my goodness, riding dogs, playing knight, battling on it. Here is, again, a mid-19th century gilt binding with a large central gilt floral stamp. And here we see a color lithographed frontis protected by tissue guard. It's Boston, it's the child's wreath, and it's 1853. All edges are gilt. It's likely a small little gift type book. Tiny little simple wood ornaments as chapter tail pieces. There's actually a French name for those, but my French is such that I'll attempt. It's a little bit of a complicated name to pronounce, so I won't even try. Here's Grace and her money box. Oh yes, this is great. A juvenile themed about money and keeping money in boxes. Here we have this wonderful, well-preserved, same spine actually as a totally different book we just looked at, and it's one of those, but here we see all edges are gilt, so again it's probably a gift book, and this is likely 1850, early 50s. There's Benjamin Franklin flying his kite. These are all full-page wood engravings of famous Americans, Alexander Hamilton, Thomas Jefferson, Cotton Mather, and there's even Pocahontas. The next book in this collection is Moral Tales for Children, and here we see 1842, a child playing a piano or a home. And here are small little wood engravings throughout. And the final book in this collection is a companion volume, Famous Men of Britain, same sort of binding, but totally different contents. Has an 1860 Christmas gift inscription at the front, and just like the other book, this one is profusely illustrated with small wood engravings of various famous men throughout English history. And this little collection of 10 mid-19th century juvenile books is currently available on my website, briandemambro.com.